thank you very much. Now, thank you for those kind words, and I agree exactly with Beth said. It was a very impressive day, and although I wasn't here all 3 days, I certainly was glad I was here today. Hey, good afternoon, and I'm in the unenviable position of standing between you and lunch and leaving, so I'm going to keep it very short. I was allotted 10 minutes, and I'll stay inside that. My staff and others gave me some wonderful words to say, but after sitting here this morning, I thought I'd make some notes on what I saw and kind of from the heart. Today, first of all, I want to tell you I'm all in. You can see I'm wearing the t-shirt, so I have the t-shirt. Folks gave me the socks. I love them. I've come away from a few runs with the t-shirt, but to get the socks as well was really something. It's great to be here with veterans and spouses. As Neff said, I'm a huge advocate from my career for them both. And certainly we consider spouses at USA to serve right alongside their member who served in the military. So I think this is a wonderful opportunity. It's great to see your continued interest, your passion, your desire to not only give back, but to serve the military in a number of ways. And I appreciate that. I had a chance to review your bios, the very short bios that was in this wonderful brochure. And again, it's most impressive. And to watch you in action, I'm humbled, because I think you all are showing a lot of courage, a lot of guts to go out there, be innovative, to be thoughtful, and to create something new. So it's something I couldn't do, and so I'm humbled by all the stuff you do. And I want to thank you for your service to your country and your desire to give back. Watching your interaction this morning with General Casey was particularly good, as General Casey highlighted all the things and you gave input that you gained from your military career, the training, the culture, the leadership which he emphasized, and the values. And then commended to you, which you've demonstrated, to leverage that going forward as you embark on your various endeavors is absolutely right. I totally agree, and I would say you need to take advantage of what you learned in the military. And I think we can all collectively agree it's very beneficial no matter how long you serve. My job up here, beyond commenting on that, is to give thanks for a couple of groups. Of course, for Patriot Boot Camp, Taylor for his vision, Charlotte and Josh for carrying it forward. Now, Charlotte said if I mentioned her name, I'd get one of those coolers, but I don't see it up here. It must be out back. From our own team at USA, Neff, who you met and was one of our judges. And by the way, I do think the judges did a great job. So just a comment on that. Emily Schuler, you heard, Paul Ernst, and others who came over here throughout the 3 days from San Antonio. And it's that passion at USA for supporting these kind of endeavors that is represented in their efforts to come over here and watch you in action. The Techstars had a chance to talk to Dave, learned a lot about the company, and again, what a great idea, great endeavor by that company. To the mentors, the volunteers, and I think even at USAA we had 25 different folks joining the community members. You're making a real difference. You're really helping out people that count. General Casey's remarks were particularly strong to me, as I had a chance to work for General Casey in the Pentagon some years ago. And I can tell you that's a man who lives by what he says. So many of those lessons, many of those words of advice, General Casey lived by and continues to live by. So please take them to heart. I thought I'd comment on three things. His concept of vision, and one of my favorite sayings is, vision without execution is daydreaming. Execution without vision is a nightmare. So as you do your stars in your company, get the vision thing right, drive it to execution, and before you start executing, make sure you have a vision. And General Casey kind of remarked on it, but I love that saying, and it applies, I think, in all endeavors. His other message to you was what I mentioned earlier. Take what you've learned in the military, you have what it takes, and you will make a difference. And the things you carry forward from the military will change our country and our society for the better. So keep doing what you're doing. I read an article the other day about an author who wrote a book on keys to success. And she characterized it in one single word called grit. And she said grit was a combination of passion and perseverance. And either one of those attributes by themselves is admirable, but when combined together, they equal success. So So passion for something and perseverance to go through the probably necessary and very likely failures. Get back up and continue staying after it, and you'll be successful in whatever you do. Passion and perseverance, that's grit, and you all have grit. Finally, let me say something about USAA, and Neff said it. So it's not hard for me to imagine after watching the pitch competition, which was fantastic, and there were some wonderful ideas, that 95 years ago, an Army captain could be standing up here, if there had been such a thing, and said, you know, when you're in the military, there's nobody that will insure you because we're too high risk. So I have this idea. I've talked to some of my buds, and we're going to get together and we're going to insure ourselves. You get that? We're going to insure each other. The hell with the big guys, we're going to do it. And 95 years later, you have a Fortune 140 company, net worth of $27 billion, and 11 million members, and expanded and continued with that same concept to help each other out. And today when I heard the pitch about VA loans, about cyber, about young children, about car buying, I couldn't help but think it's that same sort of concept of helping each other, looking out for our communities, that turns in an idea into a great company. So keep it up. That's where it's all born, in that kind of thinking, and that's the way USA started. So thank you very much for what you do. I'm humbled and I'm amazed and impressed by your forward thinking, your innovative ideas, and what you're going to do going forward. And I wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.